Welcome to the operation guide for hydrogenation platform S50, including flow center and service center operations. Power on the equipment. Keep plunger pump, hydrogen and nitrogen flow meter protection valves, gas liquid separator and constant flow valve in closed position. 1. Perform leak testing. 2. Enter process center and proceed with operation. 3. Perform nitrogen purging first. 4. Perform hydrogen purging. 5. Set the reaction temperature. 6. When all experimental set conditions are met, set the pump flow rate. Start the pump and open the gas liquid separator to initiate the reaction. 7. After the reaction, flush the equipment and shut down the system. Upon completion of flushing, load the catalyst. Connect all pipelines and prepare for leak testing. Start leak testing. Set the back pressure valve to 1 megapascal for reaction pressure 0-4 MPa, or 4 megapascals for reaction pressure 4-8 MPa. Open the nitrogen flounder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 2 equals back pressure valve value. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0 megapascal. Observe whether the flounder reading drops to 0. And use leak detection solution to carefully check both ends of the catalyst column for leaks. If no leaks are detected or leaks are fixed, close the nitrogen flounder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 2 equals back pressure valve value plus 0.4 megapascal. Set nitrogen flow rate to 200 milliliters per minute or as required, and begin nitrogen purging for at least 3 minutes. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0 megapascal. Set the back pressure valve to the experimental pressure value. Open the hydrogen flounder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 1 equals back pressure valve pressure. Close the hydrogen flounder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 1 equals back pressure valve pressure plus 0.4 megapascal. Set flounder 1 to the experimental gas flow rate. Wait until gas flow and pressure reach and stabilize at the set values. Set the preheater temperature. Wait until pressure, gas flow rate, and temperature all reach and stabilize at set values. Set the plunger pump flow rate. Open the gas liquid separator. Turn on the pump to begin feeding and start the reaction. Confirm the reaction is complete. Keep all other parameters unchanged and turn off the plunger pump. Replace feed with pure solvent and restart the pump. If flow rate 5 milliliters per minute, flush 10 minutes, then set flow rate to 5 milliliters per minute and flush 15 minutes. If flow rate 5 milliliters per minute, flush directly for 20 minutes. Turn off the pump and the gas liquid separator. Set the preheater temperature below room temperature and start cooling. When temperature drops to 60 C, set pressure reducing valve 1 to 0. Open hydrogen flounder protection valve. Decrease the back pressure valve pressure stepwise at 0.3 megapascal intervals until it reaches below 0.2 megapascal. Remove the column, unload catalyst, clean the column, and reinstall it. Close hydrogen flounder protection valve. Set back pressure valve to 0.5 megapascal and open nitrogen flounder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0.5 megapascal and close nitrogen flounder protection valve. Reducing valve 2 to 0.9 megapascal. Set nitrogen flow rate to 100 milliliters per minute. Pump flow rate to 10 milliliters per minute. Open gas liquid separator and start pump. Flush until liquid exits the stabilization valve, then continue flushing 15 minutes. Turn off gas liquid separator and pump. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0 megapascal. Open nitrogen flounder protection valve. Set back pressure valve to 0 for venting. Close nitrogen flounder restart pump at 10 milliliters per minute with hydrogen and nitrogen flounder protection valves. Gas liquid separator and stabilization valve closed. Set back pressure valve to reaction pressure. After liquid exits gas line and pressure stabilizes, flush 3 minutes. Set pressure to 0 megapascal and flush 3 minutes. Turn off pump, open stabilization valve to drain liquid. Close valve and power off. Load catalyst, connect pipelines and prepare for leak testing. Set back pressure valve 1 MPa reaction pressure 0-4 MPa or 4 MPa reaction pressure 4-8 MPa. Open nitrogen flounder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 2 equals back pressure value. After the back pressure valve reading reaches the set value, set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0 megapascal. Observe whether the flow meter reading drops to 0, and use leak detection solution to carefully inspect both ends of the catalyst column for any leakage points. If no leaks are detected or all leaks have been eliminated, open the nitrogen flow meter protection valve. Gradually reduce the back pressure valve setting stepwise to 0 megapascal. Then close the nitrogen flow meter protection valve. Ensure the following components are in the closed position: plunger pump, hydrogen and nitrogen flow meter protection valves, gas liquid separator and flow stabilization valve. Click Service Center. First select nitrogen replacement. Gas flow rate to G1 recommended 200500 milliliter per minute. Back pressure valve pressure recommended 0.5 megapascal. Select nitrogen purge, then click Start. During the process, when prompted regarding ball valves and pressure reducing valves, click Next directly. Wait until the process indicator shows 100%. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0 megapascal. Note, if you need to stop this program, click nitrogen purge again. Ensure the following components are in the closed position: plunger pump, hydrogen and nitrogen flow meter protection valves, gas liquid separator and flow stabilization valve. Click Service Center. First select hydrogen. Then set gas flow rate to G2 experimental flow rate value. Back pressure valve pressure experimental pressure value. Select hydrogen purge, then click Start. During the process, when prompted regarding ball valves and pressure reducing valves, click Next directly. Wait until the process indicator shows 100%. Service center operation is complete. Return to flow center. Set the preheater temperature and set the pump flow rate. When pressure, gas flow rate, and temperature all reach their set values and stabilize, open the gas liquid separator and start the pump. The experiment then begins. Note, if you need to stop this program, click Hydrogen Purge again. Ensure the following components are in the closed position: plunger pump, hydrogen and nitrogen flow meter protection valves, gas liquid separator and flow stabilization valve. Click Service Center. First select hydrogen. Then set gas flow rate to G3 target flow rate value. Back pressure valve pressure target pressurization value. Select pressurization process, then click Start. During the process, when prompted regarding ball valves and pressure reducing valves, click Next directly. Wait until the process indicator shows 100%. The service center pressurization process is complete. Click Flow Center, set the preheater temperature and set the pump flow rate. When pressure, gas flow rate, and temperature all reach their set values and stabilize, open the gas liquid separator and start the pump. The experiment then begins. If you need to stop this program, click pressurization again. Ensure the following components are in the closed position: plunger pump, hydrogen and nitrogen flow meter protection valves, gas liquid separator and flow stabilization valve. Click Service Center. First select hydrogen. Then set gas flow rate to G4 target flow rate value. Back pressure valve pressure target pressure value. Select depressurization process, then click Start. During the process, when prompted regarding ball valves and pressure reducing valves, click Next directly. Wait until the process indicator shows 100%. The service center depressurization process is complete. Click Flow Center, set the preheater temperature and set the pump flow rate. When pressure, gas flow rate, and temperature all reach their set values and stabilize, open the gas liquid separator and start the pump. The experiment then begins. If you need to stop this program, click depressurization again. Confirm the reaction has stopped. Do not use the service center stop reaction process immediately. First, replace the reaction material with pure solvent and start the plunger pump. 15 minutes if the reaction flow rate is less than 5 milliliters per minute. Flush for 10 minutes. Then set flow rate to 5 milliliters per minute and continue flushing for 15 minutes. If the flow rate is 5 milliliters per minute or higher, flush directly for 20 minutes. Shut down the pump and gas liquid separator first. Set the preheater below room temperature, then initiate the cooling process. When the temperature drops below 60 C, ensure pressure reducing valve 2 is set to 0 megapascal. Can reset to 0 megapascal if needed. Keep the following components closed: plunger pump, hydrogen and nitrogen flunder protection valves, gas liquid separator and flow stabilization valve. Click Service Center, select hydrogen, and set hydrogen. As flow, optional can leave and set. Gas pressure, 0 megapascal. Select Stop Reaction Process, then click Start. During the process, when prompted regarding ball valves and pressure-reducing valves, click Next directly. Wait until the process indicator shows 100%. If you need to stop this program, click Stop Reaction again. After the flow center stop reaction process reaches 100%, remove the column, unload the catalyst, thoroughly clean the column, and reinstall it. Set the back pressure valve to 0.5 megapascal and open the nitrogen flunder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0.5 megapascal, then close the nitrogen flunder protection valve. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0.9 megapascal, then set nitrogen flow rate 100 milliliters per minute. Pump flow rate 10 ml/min. Open the gas liquid separator and start the pump. Flush until liquid exits the flow stabilization valve, then continue flushing for 15 minutes. Turn off the gas liquid separator and pump. Set pressure reducing valve 2 to 0 megapascal. Open the nitrogen flunder protection valve. Set the back pressure valve to 0 and vent the system. Close the nitrogen flunder protection valve after venting is complete. Restart the pump, set the back pressure valve to the reaction pressure, and allow liquid to flow through the gas line. After the back pressure valve reaches the set pressure, flush for 3 minutes, then set the pressure to 0 megapascal and flush for another 3 minutes. Finally, turn off the pump, open the flow stabilization valve to drain all liquid. Close the valve and power off the equipment.